Hi, my name is Stephen Halasnik. I'm one of the owners and managing partners at Payroll Financing Solutions. Over the last 20 years or so, I've actually started several companies. And several years ago, I actually would have been a great customer for Payroll Financing Solutions. Now, just to be clear, what Payroll Financing Solutions does, it loans money to small businesses. Typically, these are businesses under $7 million and as large as, as little as $250,000. It loans money anywhere between $5,000 to $75,000 or somewhere in between there. And we basically loan money to businesses that are good businesses. They're quality of life businesses for the owners. They make good money for the owners. And we basically help clients, small businesses, when they have an existing businesses that's been profitable, but that they have a one-time expense or a huge increase in sales that caught them by surprise. Going back to my example, I would have been a perfect customer for payroll financing solutions. In other words, I would have loved to have known about payroll financing if it was about when I was starting one of my companies. I had one company that grew 120%, and at one point, what had happened was I knew that I had actually had a bank loan, a line of credit, and I knew at some point we were growing so fast that I was going to have to go to the bank and have to increase my line of credit. The My team, my sales team, then went out, and of course they didn't know that I needed to increase my line of credit, and I thought I still had a couple more months in order to be able to worry about it. They then went out and had an incredible month of sales, so much so that I was going to outstrip my line of credit that month, and I had payroll coming up within a week. I called my bank, spoke to my loan officer, and said, I'm going to need to increase my line of credit. We're continuing to do really well. And he was like, oh, that's great. We're excited for you. But it's going to take us another 6 weeks before we're going to be able to process your loan, when I had a week. So in the case with Payroll Financing Solutions, of course, it wasn't around at the time. Um, Payroll Financing Solutions would have loved my company. We were profitable. We needed a loan just to make payroll. We had a history. We were well run. We just had something that caught us by surprise. Uh, Again, Payroll Financing Solution wasn't around at the time, and I would have jumped at the chance. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't turn to my family because they didn't have the money. Um, I I didn't have liquid assets that way, and I didn't have the time. I certainly could get the money in this case by leveraging some of the assets I had, but it would have taken some time for me to get that taken care of, and I didn't have the time. I ended up turning to my company that processed my payroll. I happened to mention it to the owner, and he was kind enough to loan me the money. And the funny story is that 2 years later, I actually loaned him back the money for something else. Well, something else that I loaned him the money. I actually paid him off in 2 weeks. But thus was born later on Payroll Financing Solutions, which really helps quality businesses that are small businesses that need a very quick loan, that really only need it for a short period of time, just to get them through an issue. And it's something that I think is really needed in the marketplace. The other advantage is that uh, a lot of the people who work at Payroll Financing Solutions have all run small businesses, so we kind of know what it's like. So again, if you're looking for a loan, take a look at www.fundmypayroll.com, fundmypayroll.com, and you can read about us. You can give us a call. You can contact us by email, and we'd be happy to talk to you if you have a loan that you need to help you through a serious issue. Thanks again, and it's Steve Halasnik from Payroll Financing.